There's a stun. Sven starts it off, they chain it up with Chuen catching out the Venomancer. It's a nice earth spike, but Tavo still going to be found.
They wanted to give this first blood to Chuen, just so that he has a bit more advantage on the mid lane. Getting closer to bottle. Has 3 branches, a Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire is really needed on the mid lane. Even Tinker bought one.
There's those little advantages you get. You know, you're trading hits here and there. Maybe you can take it to the very edge. Double Dire Observer Wards in the mid lane, though. This is very interesting for me.
This is something that OG has done yesterday twice, I believe. Just putting down 2 Observer Wards, so in case one gets devorded, you'll still have one ready.
Putting emphasis on that mid lane, yeah.
The battle begins.
Well, Theo over on that Radiant side allows SG to grab up 2 of the bounty runes. And Jabs going to get spotted by the Night Stalker and the Lion, still sitting around in that mid lane. Clockwork forced to battery assault and run back. Does have the win list though, so he's a pretty speedy little keen fella. Yeah, the battle of the Keens, Clockwork up against the Tinker. And Lion causing problems for him still. Are these lanes all set up as you expect though? Veno Night Stalker bot.
Venom Night Stalker, yeah, pretty much. Teolikor already used all of his mana pool, so there's not going to be too much pressure coming out from him. We'll need to bring some Clarities or Mango for now. Just bringing a healing salve.
Jabs giving as good as he takes. Back onto KJ to battery assault and whack him around. Alright, mid lane. 4-0 for the Tinker so far. Looks like it's going to be a reasonably even farm trade. Laser's annoying, but this Lightning Storm out from the Lash Track will allow him to secure some CS. KJ not able to block up the large camp. Death and Jabs will move over. Make sure there's no small camp to pull.
Dire's courier has been
They do
killed.
get the kill on the courier as well. KJ loses out on it. Stunning Death up. Not taking tower aggro though. And Kostabil. Anchor Smash is always such a potent force in the lane stage when you're a melee carry like this.
He's saving 1 point in case there is a kill potential. He just got a gush. Clockwork staying away from XP range. You want to give a bit more experience to the Tidehunter in this situation, so there's more points in the Anchor Smash, and also Tidehunter has a lot of strength gain per level, so that they can burst him down. Right now sitting at 500 gold. That, I think he wants to get Ring of Health straight away. Double gauntlets. Might upgrade that a bit later for the Soul Ring, but rushing and getting the good first item against Lion, against Juggernaut early on pretty much makes you invulnerable to damage, and then your position 4 Clockwork can move around and make stuff happen.
This bottom lane, DJ's getting chased around by the Night Stalker, contesting the pulls. Sven's doing very well though, even up against a Tavo Venomancer. We usually expect the Veno to put a lot of pressure on these melee carries, just harassing, chipping away at them little by little.
Sven doing fine. Sven doing much better than I expected.
Exactly.
I guess the reason is because Night Stalker didn't have any mana, and he's really not that of a good position 4 early on.
Okay. Jabs chased back. They've got the double disables and the spin, the TP home, though Jabs, knowing all the stuns have gone, gets back to Fountain safely.
While all that's happening, Tidehunter just getting some solo XP, Ring of Health getting delivered to him, and now it's going to be very, very tough to deal with this Tide.
They're losing couriers left and right, though. Theo's, Death's one. Everybody's sniping out little crows. DJ has a Fairy Fire. He's got Gale and Sting. Level 2 Sting on him. And he should be okay here with a Fairy Fire especially, and he's under tower, so he's got that little bit of bonus regen. Yeah, he's alright. Ring of Regen helps out. He's grand. TP into mid. KJ matching Jabs' movement there as the Clockwork making Tinker a little bit more worried about his lane stage. But with Water Rune spawning, he'll get that refill. No problems whatsoever for him, while KJ having some serious problems. Courier going to come out, not going to get sniped, walks into the Roche pit, but the body blocks and the cogs should secure a kill here.
Oh,
but
Roche!
Roshan, he's killing off the Leshrac. KJ, can he deny himself? No, the bash! Oh my god, Roshan's got a double kill!
Tip
Roshan!
That was such a nice player there from Lion, getting inside the pit to share some damage from Diabolic Edict and then getting deny. If he got the kill and the deny, that would be such a Giga Chad move right there.
Roshan's never had so much fun. 4 minutes into the game, he's got a double kill.
He's got more kills than Fnatic and SG combined.
What a glorious start, and the crowd goes wild. Where are those crowd noises coming from?
That's a good question.
I have no idea. What?
And they're not stopping.
No, they're loving this. Now down bottom, Phoenix gets the void placed on him by Theo. There's the slow. The damage over time will tick him down low, but not enough to kill him. DJ, he'll be denied in the end by Raven. And still a 1-0 kill score here as Fnatic have the only actual kill in the game.
1 kill, 3 denies. It's much better that Raven denies him.
Oh, Theo running back. Sven, what are you up to? Pops God Strength to kill off the small cam.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And Leshrac gets his
He
bottle
really
refilled
showed
by
them there,
jabs.
huh? Getting a 4-staff wouldn't be that bad. Oh, he barely got out.
My toes are curling, my butt's clenching. That was a close one for the Juggernaut. Barely spin TP's home. And of course, we're looking at jabs, nowhere near level 6, so there's no hook shot to cancel it. And no way for...
Every single hero to the bottom lane. I think there's a bit too many heroes down there.
Yeah, they are stacking up.
Oh, DJ gets the deny.
Been denied.
What a player.
Dire's top tower
And he's still down here as well. Come on.
Dire's
have a go.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, a lot of emphasis from SG down to that bottom lane.
Is under attack.
Adriano with his blink, 8 minutes in. He's going to be jumping around the map looking to defend these towers. Comes in towards mid now. As SG want to defend this objective with everything they've got. Right, it's going to be a 5v5 scrap in the mid lane, but we know that Fnatic, on paper anyway, have the overwhelming teamfight abilities with Ravage. With this Leshrac as well, but running low on mana now means Chuan wants to back up, pop the regen.
Where he also needs to be the one buying the book. Your Lion is level 3.5, so supports didn't actually do that much. They're not involved in any of the kills. I don't see any big stacks being made as well.
And it still feels like Fnatic are the ones in the driving seat, right? Sven has top net worth. All 3 of their cores, in fact, are the top 3. And they're the ones with the team fight ability here to start running at their opponents when they do get the levels. Tavo chucks out his ulti in towards Chuan. Do they have enough to bring him down before the TP completes? They do not. Theo wasn't near enough to cancel it either.
Is under attack.
Lion was not close.
Here we go with Fnatic. DJ's hit level 6. They've got the hook shot in. Catch Tavo with that initiation from jabs. And they'll stun him into oblivion while Raven on the backside goes straight towards Theo. 2 quick and easy kills there for Fnatic. SG with no response. Maybe. Nah, they won't be able to chip away at them.
SG does not have a playmaking hero. This Night Stalker is your position 4. He's not under-leveled. He's under-farmed. Same goes for Lion. Still level 5.5, 11 minutes in. Almost 12. Tinker, you know that this hero wants to be in jungle. Same goes for your Juggernaut, so I'm not sure who should be the one. Like, one player that needs to be active is they group around Tavo. They have a ton of magical damage, but they also need to protect their heroes, especially Tinker. If Tinker gets jumped, I believe the fight is just over.
I guess that is one of the key things here, right? Is Adriano hasn't died yet. He is still starting.
Did you say
to scale.
key or keen?
Key.
Okay.
Key, yeah. Both valid there, I think. How many Keens are there in Dota? 3? 4?
Is Clockwork keen?
Clockwork's
Timber?
Keen, Tinker. I can't remember now. Timber. I mean, there's Tinker, is Sniper one as well.
Sniper might be the
Clockwork.
one, yeah.
I can't remember about Timbersaw. I feel like he's like in that family, but I'm not sure if he's actually keen. We need the Lawmaster. Where's Slacks?
I saw Slacks. Slacks has a dope suit.
Oh yeah.
When you see him on camera, Slacks is the best looking guy at this TI.
Oh, by far. You're a close second, though, Lacoste.
No, I'm not. Tsunami is.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I stand very firmly corrected. Man, I wish I could grow a mustache like him. He can curl the tips of his mustache.
Yep.
Gorgeous. Oh, hello. SG trying to make something happen. It's 2 minutes until nighttime, but we do have the Dark Ascension. And this is where this little combo starts to come into play. Night Stalker with a Tinker, spamming the heat-seeking missiles, cancelling Jam's TP. They want more than just a clockwork, though, and that's where Coaster Bill comes in. Omnislash onto Chuen. They've got Death in the vicinity, and he jumps across to him. He bounces the Omnislash back in, but they'll still lose the Leshrac. It's a good supernova on the high ground, and spin back from Coaster Bill.
Big
Ravage. Ravage. Death finds the connection, but it looks like Raven
Raven's
now.
in trouble.
He's been blinded. He can't turn and hit them. Deny potentially will arrive. No, Death doesn't find it. SG. They battle into the teamfight combo Fnatic and come out on top.
Clockwork dies. Clockwork needs to be the one jumping the Tinker. Very good fight from SG. Tinker in the back line, just keep spamming those rockets. Exactly what he needs to do, as we saw. Night Stalker getting in, providing vision for Tinker. Shared the damage. It was a nice play from Death there, but you know, you're still gonna die. Sven needs a BKB. He has Blink Dagger queued up before BKB, might be forced to get a BKB before to be able to deal with the silences, deal with Tinker, and also Lion.
Well, another kill there. We do find Jabs trading out for Tavo, but it's DJ that's being hunted down by the Night Stalker. Fortunately for DJ, though, Raven is in the vicinity to hold them back. It's a good turn of pace, though, by SG, able to actually get out of their shell a little bit, make the combo work for themselves. And that, you know, it's Dark Ascension being used, but now it's nighttime again.
For the next 5 minutes, SG should start to put more pressure on the map, especially the mid tower. Group up with the Venomancer. Venom also not that level 8.
Yeah, pretty low down there, right? Sven, Jug, 13, 12, a bunch of 11s. Veno really down in the dumps. Feeling too hot. Here comes that group up, though. So we've got Echo Saber and, yeah, Maelstrom for Coaster Bill's Juggernaut. Sitting pretty, second place in the net worth. Taking that tier 2 mid like you called for. Healing ward well placed in the trees. Keep them nice and topped up. And Fnatic completely dodging this. Ravage on cooldown for 15 seconds, so no real intention of fighting mid. They'll try and force it onto the Dire doorstep, and they get a good stun. Chuen starts it off and allows Death just to come in to take out KJ. So hero missing here from SG. They're still roaming across the map and wanting to battle, though.
The Olicor, he's ready to go in. Also Dark Ascension available.
There's Ravage and Egg, though. This seems like a little bit risky. There's the Egg, Supernova's out, Stormhammer stun, Theo's gone. Both supports shredded by Fnatic. And SG not able to really defend this top tier 2 anymore.
I always laugh when Night Stalker tries to go in and the Phoenix just uses Egg.
Daytime, nighttime.
That's a legal move.
He's not meant to be able to do that.
They got the tower, didn't take the outpost, but you know, they got what they came for. Sven decided to get a Blink Dagger before BKB. It's a tough one. You know, if he gets the first jump, then it's good, but if he gets jumped on, that Blink Dagger is not gonna be of any use. The overtime damage from Venomancer, Spirit Vessel, constant rocket spam. You can think about Blink Dagger also as a farming tool, jumping between the camps.
And a wave pushing tool as well, right? He's able to move across the map, join up with his team when he has finished farming.
For example, Tidehunter, he has a hood, so can still blink. Let's say a rocket hits him, he popped the hood, and then can just absorb that damage.
That's a good point. And like you mentioned earlier on in the draft, Death's performance on the Tide.
Well, maybe not a rocket, because it's 25 more, 25 more damage than what Hood absorbs, but any other damage, magical, he can blink. It was always a trick.
He does. Oh!
He was thinking about it.
We were all thinking about it. Well, now Death's going to be thinking about it for the next 140
There was
seconds.
half a second where I
Yeah.
think there was a communication. Is there anyone? Is there going to be a follow-up? Maybe he checked the mini-map, saw Clockwork was close, decided to pop it.
Yeah, Jams even hookshot in there. Oh, a swift dive away from DJ. Out of the grasps of SG. But now you know that Ravage is down, as well as that hookshot. That's for another 30 seconds.
That was pretty impressive yesterday on this Tidehunter. You gotta get that one bad Ravage that you're gonna use early on, so that it does not happen, you know, when it matters.
Pre-20 minutes, get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Over and done with. Every Ravage afterwards going to be spot on. Theo, very sneakily, invis, and they've even got a ward to play around. Jams being pummeled by heat-seeking missiles, forced a hookshot defensively back to his Tide. How long on that night time? 1 minute remains on the natural night here for SG.
Still has extra 30 seconds if he pops the ulti. Talk to me about Thinker, Gary. You're a Thinker spammer.
Not anymore, man.
Not anymore. What about Defense Matrix? A bit of status assistance, you know, level 1. It goes up to 50, which is not bad. Easy for us to do math, which I really like. I like those numbers.
Nice flat numbers, no percentages, no quantum mechanics required to do any mathematics there, really. Although it's pretty good having a defensive tool that you can spam out. You know, if you're thinking about pushing high ground, right? Jug has the spin, but when spin's done, he'll have that defense matrix to continue pushing with, you know, Plague Wards pressuring objectives as well. So I feel
you have rearm and you have a free TP with the keen convenience. You can TP with level 2 on units. Level 3, you can TP to heroes. Surprising to see more of a Thinker. Maybe teams are saving it for day 2, day 3, so we will see a bit more of a Thinker. Not saying I'm a fan. Thinker games sometimes get a bit boring. Raven ready to jump in. That's the BKB. Disassembled his Echo Saber.
Yeah, I guess he's not the same Tinker as before, right? Where it was farm, Soul Ring, Boots of Travel, Blink. I'm going to TP to every side lane, march, vacuum up all of the gold on the map, and then be impossible to kill. DJ, he plops a sentry down, but Dire are the ones with the vision advantage, forcing a supernova, but that nice burst out from Raven clears through the Night Stalker.
We've seen this before. Night Stalker tries to go on Phoenix, silence him up. Phoenix is a very tough kill to get unless they get Lion, maybe even Tinker on top of him. 20 Holy Locket charges. You become super tanky, and 1700 HP. Tidehunter decided to go for a Ghost Scepter.
Yeah, I was
Protection
looking towards
against Juggernaut ulti.
Exactly. Leshrac doesn't really have that, though. You know, no Yule Scepter, no Ghost for him. So it's going to be interesting to see how Chwen deals with that Omni Slash. I guess, like you said earlier on, they do have that Sven with the Warcry to try and bolster their efforts. Stabile goes wild.
Do good stats, mana regen.
It feels like the same thing. Oh, hello. There's the double blink. Jump onto Theo. Night Stalker yet again. The first point of contact. Fnatic very gladly remove him from the game.
I think it's time to Roche. Raven has ulti available. They're grouping around. Ravage also online. 20 seconds without a Night Stalker who does not have a buyback. It's daytime, no ulti. They need to let this one go.
Yeah, it's like the first time we saw Spectre by the Echo Saber. I think the same phrase, the same sentence was said. It's everything she needs. Tankiness, mana regen, bit of this, bit of that. Double attack out. And you've got a passive there. You know, Desolate on Spectre. You've got crit on Juggernaut. Why not? Well, no ways to deal with Omni Slash until now. Aegis picked up by Chwen. So 2 lives on your Leshrac. And it feels like Fnatic should be pretty ready to fight. Even without God Strength, it feels like Ravage Supernova and his lashed magic damage puts them in a really strong position. But where do you want them to go? Do you want tier 2 mid? Bottom lane to be pushed? What's the next area of the map Fnatic should go and call their own?
They need to...
What do you do then? Just keep spamming F1. Try and find it eventually.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Or you become League of Legends where you have the autofocus.
Joanne
Always looking at your hero.
on bottom. Since he picked up Aegis, there's no need to get a BKB straight away.
Radiant's top tower.
Instead, upgrade his Kaya into Kaya and Sanj.
Dire's bottom
And becomes incredibly tanky. And there is that systematic move. Fnatic just come in. Towers falling like dominoes.
are fortified.
Pretty early glyph from SG. Usually an indication that they want to defend, and that's why we see Fnatic making this move up towards high ground, cut the mid-wave, hold the prime position in that dire triangle. But SG actually just aren't in position to do anything here. Costa Bill's top, KJ's behind him, 3 heroes are sat mid.
Fnatic's already behind the tower, ready to jump in. They might even go for the high ground. Pop another Edict 10 seconds. There is God Strength available on Sven if they want to just deal tower damage. Joanne providing vision for the team.
And now the TPs start to come in from SG. Slowly but surely they filter back towards their base. They've got Sunray healing up this Leshrac. 2.5 minutes on the Aegis as well. And they've kept the catapult alive. No one's actually able to deal with it. They do bring the Lash lower and lower, but he's got Essence Ring, plenty of regen. And Fnatic, they can just move back and reset.
I thought that they will commit. Possibly with a Sven, pop the God Strength, has a BKB. There are no BKB piercing abilities other than Omni Slash, which Sven is really not afraid of, so could potentially just take the tower and TP out. Maybe even go for the full barracks. But Fnatic playing it real safe.
SG, find death. In comes Theo, but there's the Sunray, turns it back to daytime. KJ, he's taken out very quickly inside the cogs, while Death and Chuen, they're looking for more. Theo's got himself away from Raven. That BKB and God Strength not paying off for him. And all things considered, SG walking in there and only losing their Lion seems pretty good.
SG trying to buy time for Tinker to become more annoying. Tinker, next item, BKB, very interesting. Wants to be able to protect himself against Clockwork, against Leshrac and Ravage, of course.
Yeah, if he gets Blink ravaged.
Lotus Orb done on Tidehunter. Love that item, especially in this situation.
Hello.
There's the Ravage.
There's the 2-man. Connects on Costa Biel, but he does get the spin off, and he's out of there. 3-man stun. There's a Ravage from the line as well. Finger of Death not appearing to do too much. Tankiness and sustain
Now is
coming
their time
out
to
from
strike.
the
They
Radiant.
need to chase.
Raven's very low. No BKB, no God Strength, and the lasers. They're spammed out onto him. The 2 cores gone. Aegis expires. And Leshrac going to respawn in the midst of it all. Surrounded by 3 heroes, and there's no surviving from this. A double for Adriano as he does find death on the back lines, and Chuen cleared up by Costa Biel.
Oh man, Raven did not stun Juggernaut on time. I guess status resistance didn't count that in, coming out from SNY on Juggernaut.
22%. That looked like it could have been the end for SG.
It's still hard. They don't find Tinker. Look at the way that Ward was positioned near tier 3 tower so that they have some extra vision if Night Stalker.
And they're straight back down the throats of Fnatic, taking this tier 2 mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower
They
has
could go
fallen.
down to bottom and claim up some of these objectives that have been left out on the map for them.
We're on top of it, so status resistance. Sometimes you make this, I'm gonna call a small mistake. You do not want to overlap the stuns, but better safe than sorry. Lose maybe 0.2, 0.3 seconds.
Radiant's bottom
But guarantee
tower
the
has
stun, yeah,
fallen.
you're right. Where they are with that rocket flare in particular, and they jump onto Theo. Yet again, the target of choice destroyed immediately. Chuen, he's moved on to the Juggernaut for the Omni Slash, bouncing in with
Trent's dead.
that laser and a finger of death. Chuen is just gone. The turnaround back towards the Sven now. He's forced to BKB, but a great hook shot. Jabs with the help of the Ravage, catching out the Tinker. The second hook shot as well, and Raven with a double kill. Costa Biel's got a lot on his plate now as SG buy back on the Tinker, matching that of the Leshrac, but knowing that God's Strength and BKB are about to be done for the Sven, but he's Silver Edge, he's in Riz, he turns with a stun, and then he decides to run.
Buyback from Adriano. They need to fall back. BKBs are down. They have no big ultis left, so they just need to chase.
And DJ's gone.
Straight into Roche Pit.
And Leshrac also brought back, right? So if Trent loses his life, this game just could come to an end.
Juggernaut, I don't think they can burst him down, considering all the status resistance that he's got, plus 2 force staffs. So I would assume that they give this Aegis to Tinker.
Especially having brought back, right?
Yeah.
Give him that secondary life.
They did a very good job finding Tinker. Hook shot with another set of abilities. Reset. Let's see who decides to pick it up. Juggernaut still not making any slots in his inventory, and now he does it in the end.
Interesting. Now, still just a touch behind the Sven in overall net worth. But he's putting his net worth to much better use right now. Heading high ground as that hook shot misses from jabs.
Tower has fallen.
Tier 3 crumbles.
Not sure if they would be able to follow up. They have the blink daggers. DJ could potentially dive in, but they need to defend the barracks. Juggernaut will spin, reset his cooldowns. Healing ward available in 10 seconds.
That's the big one, right? Wait for the healing ward to come back up.
The big thing is there's always going to be someone out pushing out the waves, the bottom, the mid. You have Tinker in the team, so that's not going to be the case here. You can always still have one hero defending the base and coming back into the fight.
DJ's having a lot of fun. 45 seconds or so of sitting in here behind a tree, just biding his time, waiting for the moment to dive in. He's going to get hexed though. The immediate snap into action from KJ catches the Phoenix. He does have buyback.
You can't spell dive without die, Gary. He was waiting, like he wanted that to be very special.
That was special for KJ. Mid-air hex.
Quick fingers got him mid-dive.
And Raven. Well, just look at how much damage he's taking out from this Juggernaut. The shard through the spin, getting the right clicks out with a fully completed Mjolnir now. And SG looking to pressure the melee barracks. Nothing so far looking like it can stop this man on the front lines. And 4 heroes sit very defensively, waiting behind it. It's a good rocket flare to give a bit of vision here for Fnatic, but I don't know, man. They're just not in any rush to jump in and fight. They're actually bailing on it. They do not want to defend this top lane. They glyph it, but they evade the fight itself.
Still a minute and 20 left on that Aegis. Melee barracks killed.
Such a disciplined play, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess that's the main reason why they decided to give Juggernaut Aegis instead of Tinker. He will be the front line. Fnatic out of the base, they know they can't let this happen. They can't just allow them to slowly siege and lose the game. They need to make something happen. Try to catch this Tinker who does not have a buyback. Good thing for him is that BKB is available. Just picked up the bottle rune, Arcane Rune in the bottle, so that means even more spam.
Oh man. When he gets that Bloodstone, he's going to be real nasty. Bloodstone. Yeah, he's doing Bloodstone, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Even more spam. I always wonder, how do you feel about getting Bloodstone late game? Because it always feels like an item that you'd love to buy early so you can get stacks up on it.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case anymore.
And you have to deal with wave after wave of creeps.
You need to be mentally strong to be able to deal with Tinker.
Oh, Raven had to BKB TP. Nothing to stop him, right? There's just a basher on Juggernaut, but no Abyssal Blade or a double tap from Echo Saber, and the bash is landing. Starting it off, but not opting to stay in the pit. Always respecting Fnatic's teamfight capabilities.
Fnatic, they need to win this fight. They need to try to go in, possibly take the Roshan after, because if they lose the Aegis, same thing is going to happen. There's going to be a slow siege from the Juggernaut, so they need to strike. This time around, they have a double Ravage, so this is their big time. And Fairy Fire sitting inside the Roche pit, outside the Roche pit for quite some time. It's a bait.
I wish I knew whose it was. Raven, Invis. Rocket Flare again, just to give a little bit of vision there. SG protecting Adriano's Tinker.
Bottom lane being pushed in. Someone needs to address that double catapult wave. This is what SG has been waiting for.
Their moment to strike, isn't it? They are whittling away at Roshan. I mean, little by little, they're going in, step by step. Move in, move out. Not getting caught out by Fnatic. Do we have any smokes left? It feels like Fnatic have chain smoked through their entire supply, but the Aeon disc out from Tavo allows his BKB and ultimate to get off. So goes to Bill. He's back onto death. Ravage, second one, it gets thrown out, but does nothing whatsoever. SG lose out on Theo the Core, but that's the entirety of Fnatic's teamfight ultimates expended and only getting a kill on the Night Stalker. That leaves Roshan wide open now to SG for Juggernaut to wander into the pit.
Venomancer had this Aeon disc for a while. I don't know what the plan there was. Try to burst him. Can't do it with Aeon disc. There's going to be a 4-staff. He got the ulti off. Raven jumps in. Instantly deletes KJ.
Yeah, but he just buys back, and now the Juggernaut, BKB and Spin, the double magic community, shiny golden god, Juggernaut's onto Raven. The Sven's been bashed, slaying the beast. Oh, Raven buys back. He doesn't have God Strength or BKB, but they know they have to do something. They've got to fight here. Chuen. Oh, dearie me. He's got Flicker BKB, but he's been hexed up now. The buyback from KJ allows him back into the fight, and the spin from the Juggernaut, slaying yet another.
Juggernaut is just too powerful. He has 4,000 HP, 1,500 mana, and what is he sitting at? 27 armor. One thing the Sven could have done there is buy shard. He was sitting at 7,000 gold. So Dispel mechanic, remove that Aeon disc, and just burst him down.
That's a good point, yeah, he could have gone that direction. But
now spent all of his gold, Swift Blink, hook shot
in.
in.
Shot jabs, what's in the pit? Tavo's holding them back with the Gale and the Plague Wards. The Aegis grabbed by Coast to be able to dive forward.
Phoenix stole the cheese.
He steals out the cheese, yes, sneaky DJ, but he's gonna pay for it. Dead for 100 seconds. SG with a convincing victory around the pit, yet again getting their hands on the Aegis.
Tinker and Juggernaut are a bit too powerful at the moment. I don't think they have enough. Sven timing was much earlier. Now he has to deal. He's also a hero that does not want to buy like MKB to deal with the mischance. You have a Dispel mechanic from Satanic, but your BKB is down to 6 seconds, and you know the fight is going to be prolonged. You just can't do enough within those 6 seconds. You can't kill a hero. Maybe you can kill one of the heroes, but at this point of the game, there are going to be some buybacks, and you put yourself in a tough spot. You already used the buyback, so Raven, he makes one mistake, the game just ends.
What do they have? Tide has buyback, Clock has buyback. DJ holding cheese still, might hand it over. This Flash Track, for instance. But no, Phoenix has claimed it as his own. Outpost bottom has been signaled out there by Raven Sven. Smoking up with his 2 supports, wandering through their own jungle, but that move has been very, very clearly indicated by KJ. He knows what's up.
Tidehunter also died immediately. Tried to pop the second Ravage. There was no follow-up. Sven was already backing off. They need to go all in. Like, we'll go for one fight. They're not going to get any bigger. As time goes by, it's only going to get tougher for Fnatic to stay in this game.
They really wanted the Tinker. Like, they're waiting. Look, I mean, Dyer just knows. Adriano was playing left side of the map, staying with his team, not getting caught out. They even scan on the right-hand side, where they do have a Tinker ward from Jabs, but immediately gone thanks to the gem of Theo. And the map becomes small, dark, sad, cold, lonely. All of these...
Keep it going, Gary.
Yeah, all these very negative words for Fnatic. It's not looking very good, is it?
It's really not. Fnatic was staying 10k gold ahead. I think that was max in this game, and then suddenly, because status resistance kicked in, they didn't stun.
All fell apart from there. 2 minutes left on the Aegis for Costabil. Means he goes high ground, spins the tier 3 down. Split Earths do start to become a little bit annoying, but he's got answers for it.
Juggernaut also upgraded his Aghanim Scepter. Gets mini slash, what I like to call it.
Oh, mini slash.
Yep.
Starting to move in towards this Radiant base though. DD rune for Costa Bill about to end. Some serious damage onto the poor little ranged racks. Oh, Jabs. Are you sure you want to start the fight like this?
There's still a healing ward.
Still defense matrix. There's still 4 heroes behind the Juggernaut.
65.7% status resistance with defense matrix, SNY, and the neutral item. Yep.
That's some nasty stuff on the Jug. Plus double magic immunity, but Raven. Oh, KJ with the Eon Disc now. Raven can't clear through him. Theo pops his BKB and gets himself over the trees. Supernova looks pretty wasted as Costabiel still holding Aegis for 40 seconds. Has Omni Slash ready, but the Lotus Orbs forcing him to hold it even longer as he spins back across through the hook shot and Jabs. He's going to get pummeled by SG. Forced to buy back now.
A good thing about Night Stalker when Phoenix uses his ulti is you're still flying, so you can get away from, like you can get over the hills, which actually saved his life. This is gonna be another set of barracks for SG. There's only one left.
And not for long.
10 seconds left on Aegis. Can they time it?
1 minute cooldown on Glyph. Eon Disc out from the Venomancer. And the Ravage comes in to take down Tarvo. Costabiel, though, doing some significant damage. Raven dead without the buyback. 2 heroes trapped in the cogs means the Omni Slash, they'll force the cheese out of Trent, but GG has been called. SG take game 1 here up against Fnatic.
Very slow, methodical win from SG. They understood their timings. They knew how their lineup is built. Early on, they struggled.